Colorado and Deion Sanders are not playing in the transfer portal, right? You know, I've covered a few and watched a few of these off seasons. This is a little bit different because of the magnitude of player and the sheer number of volume of players that Colorado has brought in. They have replaced more than what they've lost, and now at the end of the transfer portal, they're securing power four, top tier, big boy, big dog recruitments that really are filling out this roster pretty good. Brian Howell says Colorado transfer portal class is up to 43 players. Mind you, they lost 32 players, I believe 32 or 37. Regardless, you're up way more player, well, not way more, but you've brought in more than you've lost. And if I can double check this real quick, so On3 doesn't have everything accounted for, but as it stands right now with 40, so they lost 34 players and they brought in 43 players. As it stands right now, they are the 16th, almost top 15 in the nation when it comes to transfer portal rankings. Again, above SEC schools, Big Ten schools, a few spots away from the likes of Texas and Florida, with a lot of big boy, big buckets when it comes to their money side. So let's talk about what they brought in. Now, the big focus here is going to be them getting Mr. McFadden, Ohio State freshman offensive line transfer Jayvon McFadden. He's a class of 2025, four-star recruit. Again, former Ohio State player, not too bad. And then you also get in Colorado. I'm not Colorado. Deion loves him a defensive back. I wonder why, right? You know what I'm saying? But he going, I feel like every portal class I've watched, he gets as many defensive backs as he can. He gonna get some safeties. He gonna get him a few corners. He gonna have plenty of them. There's a lot of high level. I mean, you got Notre Dame corners, you got Indiana corners, you have JMU corners, you have Appalachian State corner. Like, you've got some dogs in that corner room, and then the safety room, you got Oklahoma to Tennessee to all different types of flavors right now when it comes to defensive backs, and a lot of different sizes. 5'11" guys, longer 6'3" guys. Like, it's a real deep room right now with power forward type talent. So this is defensive back Jaja Boyd, former Indiana player, former JMU commit who followed Kurt Signetti to IU. So he has 3 years of eligibility left. So a lot of these players also have a good bit of eligibility. The funny thing that happens with Mr. Jayvon McFadden, who is 6'3", 295, he is the cousin of Jordon Seaton. I don't know if you remember, but this was the thing that I think caught a lot of people off guard, and why I'm telling y'all that the Jordon Seaton transfer portal, it was not Jordon Seaton's idea. I don't think he actually wanted into the portal. I think somebody showed him a nasty number, a number that would change lives, right? And he had to, because there's no way that he would be tweeting something like this. He said, yo, you want to play together. This was when Jayvon McFadden initially entered the transfer portal, because that's his cousin. He said, hey, let's play together. And then when he entered the portal, they were like, oh, no, maybe they're going to go to another team together. But no, Jayvon McFadden was serious about coming into and playing for Colorado. You have to wonder if McFadden feels a way about the fact that Proctor's not there. Like, did what's it called? Not Proctor. That Seaton's not there. Like, did he even know that Jordon Seaton was going to transfer? Because he still went ahead and joined Colorado. So maybe he knows something we don't know. But I think that's super funny that Jordon Seaton's cousin, obviously, as he's still out there with some visits. I think he has some visits with Oregon on Monday. So he's going to have a little bit longer recruitment process. So I think it's going to be an interesting thing to see. But let's go deeper in this new offensive lineman, Mr. Jayvon McFadden. Here's some one-on-one reps. And I also have some highlights from his high school days. He was a former #1 ranked offensive lineman in the state of Maryland with 4 years of eligibility left. So you can get him locked in. He can be someone who can contribute for a while for Coach Prime. Let's watch the bag work. Let's see it. Nice little base. Put them arms on you. Okay. Oh. Now, again, I don't know how much football y'all watch or what y'all know about football. I know y'all know this, but one of the more important things about an offensive lineman is that he has that dog in him, right? You know what I'm saying? Being an offensive lineman is a lot of gritty. It's a lot of, you're going against these defensive linemen. They not the happiest campers. They're not great civilians. I need you to be a bad man. I need you to be a mean, dirty, attitude-filled son of a gun. I need you to take joy in taking the breath out of other grown men. I need you to enjoy embarrassing grown men if you're going to be a top-tier offensive lineman, if you're going to move some bodies. And it seems like Jayvon McFadden has some joy. Oh yeah. He seems like he's got a little dog. I like an offensive lineman that talks that shit. Now, he was playing offensive tackle out here. Obviously, at 6'3", though. Definitely want him to play, offensive or interior offensive lineman. Want him to play the guard position. I think they've already got a center lined up. I think he's like 6'1". But when you get into anything under 6'4", oh yeah, he's still jawing at him. Anything under 6'4", you want to see him work on the interior offensive lineman, because you can even have a very tall interior offensive line with some 6'4", 6'5", and then you have the 6'8", 6'6" skyscrapers at your tackle. But it's all about how you do it. There's a lot of big dogs that have been made, or big dogs that have been selected from Coach Prime in Colorado. So let's see what kind of work he did in his high school days. Number 71, 4-star, 300 pounds. They have him listed at 6'5". Like I told y'all in another video, they're always gonna lie. Everybody lies in their in their recruitment process. You gotta get a few inches. You know what I mean? They're just blind side blocking, moving bodies up out of there. You like to see that. There he is again. He's playing tackle. He's not gonna play tackle probably for Colorado. He's too short. But I mean, who's throwing that ball? Lord have mercy. But blindsiding these folks. And by blindside, I mean, blocking for too long. You feel me? So here he is at the left tackle position. He's going to be patient there. He's got hands. Is he blocking two people at once? Who is the quarterback? Julian Lewis, you better not look like that. You better not do that. It's going to be an issue. Going to be a problem. Again, at left tackle. Gets to the second level. It's a pancake. Everybody likes pancakes. Who don't like a good pancake? There he is at left guard or left tackle again. This one's a little bit grainier, but he's seeing it. Looks like a little bit of run block action. Boom! To the second level. Oh my God! Put the meat on the patty.
Damn, what the fuck?
What you doing? Driving people, table topping people. I like offensive linemen and defense. I like when they get busy. I like when they throwing bodies, Ryan. As he plants somebody in the end zone, you better get in the touchdown. I'm about to say, you can't have people blocking in the end zone and not make it in the end zone. You feel what I'm saying? What else we got from him? Again, left tackle. I want to see you get nasty with it. Yeah. Moves him off the line. He's still going. He like falling on people. He like putting people in the grind. You know what I'm saying? So that's something. Again, left tackle here. He's looking. Looks like some more running. Boom. Stand him up. Run him. Yeah. Real longest yard situation. You feel me? Take him to the stands. Sandra Bullock's watching. Take him to the stands. Do it for Sandra Bullock. All right, enough of that. Seems like a pretty big boy, big beefy guy. Again, former Ohio State guy, former 4-star guy, #1 offensive lineman in Maryland. Seems to be someone who can be able to kick on in and play maybe a left guard or right guard. I don't want to see him playing tackle because they've already got some really tall tackles in this room for Colorado. You got the 6'7", 6'7" homie out of Mizzou. You got the 6'8", I believe, guy out of Georgia. So you've got some skyscrapers in this room, but this is somebody who's going to give you a lot of beef, a lot of tenacity, a lot of nastiness too. You want somebody, you're going to be run blocking. I want him real nasty in them piles. Really, getting in there, putting the elbow grease on these folks. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Happy to see Colorado continue to cook. And, I'll just keep updating y'all with some different things. If y'all don't know, I'm going to make this official at some point. But this is the college football channel. This was just my reaction channel. I'm still going to do reactions on here. But it's going to be college football stuff. I'm gonna keep the NFL stuff over yonder on the main channel. I just want y'all to know that this was at one point just gonna be a second channel. I didn't really know what I was gonna do with it. Now I'm kind of figuring out where I want to put this and kind of have it. I still want to be able to talk about college football. There's actually a lot of y'all who found me through college football. Obviously as things transitioned, things kind of changed for some certain situations. But I really appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all be great. If y'all have any opinions, conversations, y'all let me know down below in the comments. And we'll see you next time. Peace.